Good morning, y'all. This is day 79 on the Appalachian Trail, and I stayed last night up in the fire tower, and yes, I peed off of it. I got up about an hour early, hour and a half early, and watched a beautiful sunrise, which I've already put pictures on Instagram, so they're already there. And I'm moving out early because I have no water, and the nearest water is about 4 miles away. So I just wanted to kind of get somewhere and get my water, eat my breakfast. Oh, there, go this way. Eat my breakfast and get moving. So that's what I'm doing. There are all of these Christmas trees everywhere, and so it's a kind of a brisk morning, and it is the smell of Christmas everywhere. The sun's coming up. It's a beautiful day, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be here. I'm hoping to put in about another 22, 25 miles in today. If I do, there's a hostel at the end of my journey today. And then tomorrow will be the official start of the Whites. And the Whites are comprised of 14 peaks set over the next 120 miles, 130 miles, something like that. And I've calculated them out, and I think I can do well, but we'll see. The terrain and the reality changes everything. What's nice about this morning's hike is, and I could have done it last night, but quite honestly, I was just done. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Can you guys see that? I don't know what the view is. Let's see. Yeah. Now imagine that, and you could see five rows of mountains. It was just beautiful. So I'm really just looking forward to today as a good. I used yesterday as a good measuring stick, and I don't know if that works because I use every day as a measuring stick. So I think that really is the key. I mean, I don't think there's been any two given days that have been the same on the trail where I can say, well, whatever I did yesterday, other than put one foot in front of the other, let me mimic that. But the good thing about this morning's water walk is it is, although 4 miles away, it is all downhill. So that's also, I don't know, we'll see. I had it calculated out. If I were to do the 4 miles last night and then take water, I would have missed that beautiful sunrise and that beautiful sunset and the moon. Oh my goodness. But if I would have done that, then it would have been calculated out that I would have started the Whites today, and I would have done the very, very first one at the end of the day, like the last 4 hours of the day. And I'm trying to get the first climb of the day to be a White, to be one of those big 4K climbs, and never have one of those 4K climbs as at the end of the day unless I'm going down. Excuse me. I'm just so much stronger in the morning. I'm all juiced up. I'm amped. I had my protein. I had some chicken last night with some noodles, and so I got that on board. And then when I have breakfast, I'll have breakfast, and so then I'll have that fuel as well, and then I'll go and start my day. So I kind of like that at the end of the day to try to do one of the 4K ones at the end. I don't think that's a wise move. I think I'm just setting myself up for a bad afternoon. So I'm going to try to keep it like that. All right, so I'm going to get to walking. Again, just this beautiful smell of Christmas everywhere. And, so in the fire tower last night, like, it was super windy, but it had good windows. It was just wind coming up from the slats on the ground, the floor of where I was sleeping. And that wasn't too bad. But all of a sudden, and you could hear the wind howling and the thing shaking, and you're like, oh God, is this thing am I gonna die in a fire tower tonight? But clearly I didn't. But probably about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock last night, the wind calmed down. And it was just calm. And it was quiet. It was nice. And it didn't pick back up at all. So even this morning, when I left it, it was still nice and calm, still nice and beautiful. So if you guys don't mind, share this on all your social media. And no kid deserves cancer. And no donations too small. So I will see you guys when I see some really cool stuff. All right, thanks for being here. I hear water. That's a godsend. And I think I see water. I see a bridge. Oh yeah, so this is the spot. People can't go all up and down this thing. All right. Beautiful, beautiful little bridge to water. I just gotta go down there and get it. I forgot where I'm gonna have my lunch, my breakfast. So I'm super happy about this. All right. Okay, so I just came off of that water supply. Had a nice cup of tea. I played some ukulele. Had a good breakfast. And now I'm ready to get back after it. All right. Okay, so this pile of rocks is called a cairn, which Chris told me, but I didn't know anything about its significance. And these two really nice ladies that are just coming around the bend, Donna and Brenda, they explained to me, because I was like up at the top of a peak going, I have no effing idea where the white blaze is. I can't find it. And one of them said, oh, there's a cairn. Just follow the cairn. I'm like, who, what, now, what, huh? And yeah, follow the cairn. And sure enough, I followed the cairn. And lo and behold, look at that tree. There's a white blaze on that. Man, if you're not learning something every day, you are in the wrong. And such nice people. The people you meet on the trail are just amazing. And to sum up, as we've always known, I'm a dumbass. So I love you. No donations too small. And no kid deserves cancer. Follow the cairns. It's about 1:15, and I'm about a mile away from that little town that I wanted to be in, but there's nothing in that little town. So I called a shuttle, one of these, these people who shuttle for the trail all the time, and their numbers are on Guthook. And so anyway, I called this lady, and she said, yeah, we'll come and get you. There's nothing in the town that you're going to be near. So what she's going to end up doing is just driving me back, 15 miles, which always seems a little disheartening, but that's how it is. And then she will, I'll stay at a little hostel that's right there. And somebody I don't know, but we both have a common friend, a guy named Dr. Mike Simpson, is staying there too. So I'm gonna go there, and we're gonna trade embarrassing Mike Simpson stories, or cool Mike Simpson stories, I should say. I don't know that Mike Simpson has done anything super embarrassing. He's really good at what he does. So it'll be nice to catch up with someone I've never met, and that's about it. That'll be my day. So again, because I got up early and I knocked out those quick 4 miles, and they were downhill, that kind of puts me at a little bit of an advantage. Again, I've knocked out 20 miles, and it's not even 1:30. So I'm going to get out of the rain. As long as I'm still averaging like 22 miles a day, I'm okay. And I think by the time it's all said and done, I'll have like 21 miles here. And so that'll be good. That'll still give me 2 or 3 in the reserve. And I'm still on track. So unless anything really strange happens between now and, I don't know, up the trail, then yeah, I think that's it. All right. It's been a great day. Some good ups today. Not too bad. I maintained a good pace all day. One that I can live with, and I should be starting the whites tomorrow. I was feeling a little froggy actually, and I was going to say, you know what, I'm going to do that first white tonight, but it's going to rain, and like it's going to come down pretty good. So I would rather not do that in the rain if at all possible. If it rains tomorrow, then I got no choice. I'm going to do it in the rain. But if it doesn't, then it'll just be wet, and it will be, I'm told, or I've read, that it's slippery on the downside after a rain. So tomorrow I'll just, be cautious doing it. All right. Until then, no kid deserves cancer. And no donation's too small. So I met some really cool people on the trail today. I met some douchey people on the trail today too. I meant to mention that, but I didn't want to kind of bring it up, or I don't know. So yesterday at the fire shelter, the fire tower, there were 2 people that got there, and I asked, "Hey, you guys going to stay?" And just so I can make room for them. And they're like, no, we're gonna go on. We're gonna hike further. I was like, oh, okay, no problem. And just out of curiosity, how far do you guys hike a day? And they were really squirrely about that number, which is okay. I don't really care. You're just kind of making conversation. But they're like, no, we're gonna hike like 6 or 8 more miles today. And I'm like, all right, friend, the sun's going down, but I got it because there's no water here, And the guy was like, well, maybe I'll just get some water down the way. And I'm like, well, the water source is a puddle, and it's a very small puddle, and it's about 3/10 of a mile in the direction you don't want to go. So I said, I already been down there to scope it out, but it's just not worth it. And then he was like, well, I'll just go check it out. Help yourself, friend. And then they were gone. I don't know that he did check it out or he didn't. I don't really care. Ultimately, it's not my business. But I just got this vibe from them that they were just douchey people. Not nice. So no big deal. I got up this morning and I took off on my quick 4-mile downhiller so I could get some water. And right there at the edge of the river in some tents, who was there? These 2 people. And so they were, you got me picking my nose, spiderweb. So they were like, yeah, we decided to stay here. I'm like, oh, okay. You mind if I just sit down and I make my breakfast? And they're like, live your life. I'm like, okay. Which I really hate when people say stupid stuff like that. You do you. Okay. So anyway, that's what I did. I sat down, I made some breakfast, and I didn't really want to talk to him all that much, so I pulled out my ukulele and was playing a little bit because I was having a cup of tea. So one of my creature comfort items, or time, is to play ukulele while my tea cools down a little bit. So I did that, and they were talking about hiking the first mountain, and they asked where I was staying tonight, and I said, well, I'm probably going to stay at the base of the first mountain and then hike it tomorrow. I like to do those when my legs are fresh. I don't want to do that at the end of the day and then, you know, I just kind of peter out, or it just turns bad, or, you know, I just beat myself up and I'm very tired. And the guy was like, well, I think I might do it tonight. You know, now, mind you, it's about 20 miles to the 21 miles to the base of the first white, which is okay. You know, that's not a big deal. But then you're going to do, and it starts at like almost 0 feet elevation, and it goes to 4K. You know, when they designed this, they really had the suck factor in mind. And so that's what you're going to do. And you're going to do it over a period, I want to say, of about 4 or 5 miles of up. And, you know, the guy was like, well, I want to do it when my legs are warm. And I was thinking, when your legs are warm, you just hiked 22 miles. I'm going to be at the base of it, and I'm going to hike a half a mile on fresh legs, and my legs are going to be warm. You know, so that really just kind of put me, I don't want to say put me in a bad mood, because it didn't. It did, actually. But then I met some other people who were really, really nice. And so that changed my mood to a better one, because they were just nice people. And which is really like, and the guy had like some self-inflating trail name, you know, like everything that I would think that goes along with douchery. He had it going on. Yeah. So that was that. I just wanted to get on my soapbox there for a minute. Now I'm glad I got that off my chest, because I've been feeling weird all day about that, and I don't know why, but I just don't like douchey people. So every day you have a choice. You can be a dick or not be a dick. It's really up to you. So try to wake up every day and not be a dick. There. Okay, so if I don't talk to you guys anymore today, if I don't see anything that's really outstanding within the next, I don't know, half a mile I've been talking to you guys, then I'm just going to sign off for the day. All right. Love you guys. So I'm taking a quick shuttle, right? And I called the number that was on Gut Hooks, and her name is Marlene. That's right. It's on the license plate. I knew that, right? And so Marlene and I got to talking, and she's taking me to a hostel that's kind of out of the way. Very, very kind. And we got to talk, and we got to talk about St. Jude's, and she said that she's donating my ride to St. Jude's, so I don't have to pay for it, which is super nice. And it just goes to show you, like, I say it all the time, I meet the nicest people on the trail, and no kid deserves cancer, and no donation is too small. So I love you guys. Make it happen. All right, bye. Anything?
Perfect.
All right.